Nice to look at. Gives you the fizz. All right, guys, it's a beauty day, and this is a review I've wanted to do for some time. Been out picking mushrooms, enjoying the woods, and I thought after, I think 5 or 6 years of using this LL Bean rucksack, I wanted to do a review on it. In short, I love this thing, though it has its problems when it comes out of the box, and there's a few modifications you're going to want to add. But if you're on the market for a heavy rucksack like this, for short overnighters or day trips, this is a great option, or something like this. LL Bean makes a few rucksacks like this, so do other people. So if you can't find this exact one, this will give you an idea of what these things can do and whether or not it's suited for you. But hold on, I'm going to go over this in excruciating detail. Zoom in, show you guys all the pros and cons and all the zippers and buckles and whatnots. All right, so I got it entirely empty. If you guys want to know what I carry in it, I can do another video on that, but this is just for the backpack. So you guys can see it's made out of a heavy green canvas and brown leather. These straps I added, I'll go over that. And then on the inside, it's made of a lighter tan canvas. Really heavily made. The sack weighs quite a bit itself. This is definitely not lightweight, but it is durable and it is rugged, and most everything is double stitched. And when it's not, it's usually reinforced with an X like that. I've had no issues with this breaking down, and even the little wear and tear that I have got on it just gives it character. So let's just talk about the pockets. Nice robust zippers. You got a pocket right here on top, which is nice for like a stuff sack. Easier to operate when the bag is down and you can toss it over like that and reach down in it. I tend to throw garbage bags and things I need easily there. Don't get in there too often. Then it's just an Alice pack, which is to say a barrel bag. No pockets on the inside, and that's one thing I would want to change. I would actually like and might add one, a little side pocket, a little sleeve for a silky saw to go down in, just so that when you take stuff out, it doesn't fall to the side. But there's 3 main compartments on the outside. In the front here, you have a zipper pocket, which is nice because it has this expansion on it. So if you get a little more in there, it'll expand a little bit, lets you pull it closed. It also has this buckle. The buckles are really nice, brass. They have rollers on there. I usually don't even bother to tie this one up though. On the inside of that, there's a web meshing pocket. Web meshing pocket. Try that again. I usually throw stuff down, and I have money down in there now. Stuff that I don't need to get to, but I want separate from the main pocket. And then the main pocket is just a nice big open canvas pocket. I thought I emptied it all out, but I got some salt and pepper in there and some tinder. That's that. Really robust straps. And then on the sides, same concept. This will take your Nalgene water bottles. I carry a stainless steel cup in here often. And then there's a web pocket on the inside to keep stuff separate from. In the side pocket, I usually keep a first aid and a tourniquet because I do a lot of chopping and falling with axes and saws. So that goes in there. Roller pocket, you can cinch those up tight and it will fit larger water bottles. The nice thing about the pockets is that they have a pass-through, which allows you right here to stick an axe, a saw, a machete, any tool, shovel that you might want, and pass through. And so long as it's not too long to hit your leg or your knee, you're good to go. Has that on both sides, which is sweet. Same concept over here. Don't need to show you that again. And then on the outside here, they have some D-hooks. See there? This is not all pass-through like molly webbing, but they do give you a few slots to do that with, so that if you want to add carabiners, which I would recommend to clip stuff to the outside. I like to throw on Crocs whenever I'm at camp, so I keep the Crocs on the outside, or my dishes to take home so I don't have to clean at camp. These straps were not provided with the backpack. I just made these up. You can make them out of anything. You could use paracord if you wanted to, but I would recommend that. They have those on the top. Now here's my first critique. Bottom, nice, robust piece of leather. It has some pass-throughs here. And it only comes with, God knows why, one set of D-hooks up front. But what good is that? Because you can't string something through to tie on a sleeping bag. So I added these just with some Chicago screws, piece of leather, and a D-ring. I suggest that so that you can throw something on the bottom as well as the top if you're gonna have a overnighter or two. Let me show you the straps. So you get two heavy-duty canvas straps stitched to some wool, and then everything is reinforced with rivets as well as your X stitching. I've not had any problem with those coming loose at any point. They also give you a waist strap, which had a Sealy buckle on it when I got it. So I just went ahead and cut it a little shorter since I'm a thin, whippy man, and went ahead and put this heavier, wider buckle on. Quite frankly, I don't use this that much. If I'm walking a long ways, I'll go ahead and throw it on. But if you don't want it in your way, they give you a spot here to tuck it away, which is nice. I don't normally do that, but you can. It doesn't bother me just flapping around. And that's nice because this gives you some breathability. So this is meshed, and it keeps it away from your back, but also gives you something rigid and upright that gives you some support. I like that. On the Alice pack, you get a cinch cord with a leather toggle there, and I would recommend just throwing a little wax on there. I haven't done it since I bought it, but it slides really easy. I've not had any trouble with that. And then you can cinch that closed if you need to, or leave it open at camp. Toss that over. You get two buckles right here to cinch everything down. Roller buckles, brass, really nice. My only complaint about this pack, it's the real only thing that I noticed that I thought was lacking in quality whenever I got it, is that the leather was not burnished on the edges. I went ahead and did some of it, but you can see this was really bad. The strings were frayed really, really bad when I got it. And I went ahead at first, just took a lighter and singed them off, but they keep coming back. Let me see here. I don't think there's much more to say. I mean, it's a backpack, rucksack, whatever you want to call it, Alice pack. Everything is well made on this. That's what I appreciate about LL Bean. They used to be one of the first outdoor, they were one of the first outdoor companies to start making quality gear back at the turn of the century. I'm not even sure when they started as a company, but they've been around a long time. They don't make the same quality gear that they used to, but this one is really nice. Nice zipper on it, got leather toggles. It's a nice combination between a traditional rucksack and implementing a few modern things like the modern mesh and a more comfortable back that doesn't have that solid frame in there, but it gives you a little bit of rigidity and yet is light enough. Yeah, I mean, you can just see some of the nice details there. Leather ribbing. My wife bought this for me, probably 6 years ago, and I wouldn't have bought it myself because it is rather pricey for a backpack, and of course anything will do, but I get my use out of this. So if you're in the market for something like this, I hope this helps, just getting a better look at this. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them if I can. But that's that. Love this thing. And if you're into those vintage woodsman colors, they really got it right on this one. The green canvas with the brown leather and the brass. It's just nice to look at. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I've been busy, as I imagine most of you have. So if you're wondering where I've been at, I've been busy. And the kinds of videos that I don't mind doing right now is product reviews. I don't get paid for any of this. I have no interest in that unless they're gonna pay me big money, which nobody will. I just think that we buy too much shit, right? And that when we do buy shit and tools and useful items, I would think that they would be better if they're better informed and we do it less often. Now, I'll raise my hand. I suffer from the consumerist bug as much as most people. Amazon will get you. You get on there, you get out taking a shit, I notice. Start taking a shit and then you get packages show up in your door and you're like, when the fuck did I order this? Oh yeah, last time I was taking a dump. But anyway, I hope that your choices are more informed and I hope that these videos are helpful. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the day, picking some mushrooms. Nice size ones too, fresh, as fresh can be. It's nice here. I can literally just reach around in a circle from my bag, pick a handful, and then go ahead and clean them here. I didn't bother cleaning them yesterday because they were so dirty from the previous rain, but today they're nice and clean. There's a nice looking one. I might even take that. Depends on what it looks like on it. Oh, nope. This is typically what I find with boletes. They get buggy real quick. Hey, look at some Indians pipe. Or what did my wife say I'm supposed to call it now? First Nations pipe. I take a break here from looking for all these beautiful mushrooms. I'll show you a beautiful eastern stump here. Big old oak. Standard conventional notch, shallow. Try to save out as much trim wood on the mill as you can. Bored out the heart so it doesn't pull. And he stuck his saw out on either end, leaving just that bit of hinge and that bit of hinge there. And that way he could stick his saw in from either side and work around. And it looks like he didn't even save a trigger. He just worked around until the tree popped. These have a very mild flavor. If somebody didn't tell you they were mushrooms, you wouldn't even know. Doesn't have that store earthy, mushroomy flavor. I should have did more. Taking a Sabbath Saturday because it's been all work, no play. And that always makes Johnny a dull boy. Until next time, peace.